Okay, I had a few people ask me where my review was. I wasn't sure how I was going to do this, but so I figure I'll do a Saturday review, Sunday review, then I'll do a review of everything. I did my um, predictions on night about night one on Saturday. I did my predictions on night two, Sunday, and now I'm going to give you my review of it all together. Saturday, I'll start with the Saturday matches, go into the Sunday matches, then I'll give you my review of everything all together as a whole. So Saturday, my Saturday winner opinion is one of the first match was Rhea and Becky. It was a good match. It was a good win on Rhea. I would have probably rather seen Becky, but Rhea was a good match. It was good. Wouldn't give it a great or awesome rating, but it was good. So I'd give it probably a strong B, a strong B, not a B plus, but a B. It was a great match. Showed a lot of talent between the two. Felt could have probably went a little deeper, but it didn't. So I say it was a good win. It was a B match. It was a B. I don't do stars because stars suck, just like Dave Meltzer. That's my opinion. That's what this is about. Okay, then we have the six-pack ladder match where Awesome Truth are the Raw. No. Yeah, I believe Awesome Truth are the Raw SmackDown or the Raw Tag Team Champions. That was a great win. Great win. Awesome match. Had some crazy high points, crazy spots. Awesome Truth being the SmackDown champions. Great idea, great win. Truth finally got his WrestleMania win. Good on that. A-Town Down Under. I guess they're the SmackDown champions now, I guess. I don't know how it's going to work. I think that was not a good idea. I felt that DIY or even what was the other group they had there? The other ones that were there. DIY would have made a better champion, but I guess it was a little hard to do that. But A-Town Down Under, not a great idea to be champions. I feel that they're just too under the gun for things. I don't see them being here 5, 6 years down the line. Maybe Austin Theory, if he gets it through his head, will become a better star. But yeah, I can see Austin Theory being around for a while, but no, I don't see in 5 years that they're going to even be remotely important in the company. But who knows? Then we go to the 6-woman tag match. Belair, Cargill, Naomi, great tag team. Which there was a trios title here in WWE, like there used to be many, many, many years ago. It was an amazing match. It went beyond where it needed to be. It went beyond where it should have been. It was an amazing match. We got Andrade and Ray. I know the whole story between how Andrade became in and after Dragon Lee was kind of jumped out. It was that was a once in a lifetime match. You ain't going to see another one like that for a long time. I've been lucky enough in my life to see many matches like that, especially with the AAA promotion and CMLL. They got some amazing matches down there in Mexico. It's just that awesome. And then you just put four of the greatest of that style. And yes, I'm even giving Dominic props. He is his father's son. He will be a star for a very long time in this industry. When Rhea Ripley called him the GOAT in her interview, she ain't lying. He is a GOAT he's on that verge of becoming a GOAT. He knows how to work the crowd better than anybody out there. He knows how to work the ring. Ring work is just on another level. Granted, his father's Rey Mysterio. Alright, let's go. We got the Sami Zayn. That was the great feeling match of both nights. You have to have 1 to 2 of them every pay-per-view, even if it's a 2-day pay-per-view like WrestleMania. I'm still old school. I prefer running WrestleMania being 1 day. I don't care if it's 12 hours long. Give me 1 day. But it's that great feeling match. You got to have one of them every pay-per-view to really give you that. There's an emotion that goes to it that nobody will ever touch. And Sami Zayn, he's that guy. Great feeling match. Great match along the line. Like I said, there's a lot of good stuff that happened. Another one that's a good feeling match was the Jay versus Jimmy. The Uso versus Uso. The brothers match during Brotherly Love Week. Yeah. The Jay, it's a great feeling match. It's a good feeling match. But it wasn't that great of a match between the two. It's like they know each other so well that they can't go and try to surprise the other because they think exactly the same. You can't surprise somebody who is on the same level as you. It's between the two of you have to put on a better match. I thought they would have a better match. It was okay. I gave it a C, the match there. All these other matches I said, outside of the A-Town Down Under, everything else was an A. A-Town Down Under, that was a D to me. Then we got Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth. It was a great match, per se. The ending did not end the way it really should have, but to bring in that dramatic effect for the next night, they had to do it this way to make the next night all that more better. I get that. It's all about pulling on them heartstrings. You know, pull them. Get them heartstrings going and let everybody know that this is how it's going to be. All right? Let me adjust that just a little bit more. Get a little... There we go. Now I can see myself a little better. There. Rock Roman, I didn't like the ending, but who really did? I mean, nobody wanted Bloodline Rules, did they? Yeah. The ones. I don't think so. Good match. I didn't like the ending, but who really did? Especially if you're a Cody crybaby, right? All right, now we go. From that was all of Saturday. Let's go into Sunday. I got a few pull-ins out of this. I agree with a lot of things with this first match. And I give this first match an A, not an A+. But there is a couple A pluses this one, and an F. I gave one match a complete F on Sunday. So here we go. The Seth Rollins loss. Not good. Was he injured? We don't know. Or is he injured between the knee injury and the back problems? I know a lot about back problems. Trust me, they're not fun. Drew McIntyre, there's a heartstring pull. You wanted him to get it finally in front of the fans. You wanted McIntyre to get a win in front of the fans. He got that. But then comes Señor Money in the Banco. Damian Priest pulled off the first major heist of the Levesque era. It was extremely predictable how it was going to end because of the ending from the night before. You know that he had the sore knee. You know it was all busted up. You know how they did that, possibly injury angle. Um, Drew McIntyre was an awesome win. Priest, awesome cash in. It's just too predictable. I thought they should at least waited 24 hours and had him take it then. Being there was the match for the number one contender. Could have waited to cash in on Raw, Monday Night Raw. Raw after WrestleMania is the big night. That would have made it a more important cash in to me. But that's my personal opinion of it. I thought that would have been better. Then we got the Pride versus them other guys. Yeah. The street fight. Great match. Had that whole ECW feel. Let's bring it back to its roots match. Bully Ray being the special guest referee only took it that much further, made it very enjoyable, brought the comedy into the match, brought it all together. It was a great street fight with a lot of old ECW feel to it. Then we got, this is going to be my only D match in the whole thing, was LA Knight versus AJ Styles. It was a complete D. It wasn't awesome as it could have been between the two of them. I mean, when you got two guys who are as phenomenal as the two of them, it should have been better. But it was still a good match. I give it a D for that main thing there. It could have been a lot better. Now comes the match that I even said during my predictions. I knew who was going to win it. It was extremely predictable. There was no way in hell that they're going to change anything, especially when he's got a company that's one of your highest sponsors, that you got him in the middle of the rings, his logo in the ring. Come on. The Logan Paul, Orton, Owens match. Predictable. It's an F. I saw it coming the night before. I called it. I knew what it was. I knew how it was going to end before the match even started. It's because you're not going to push that level anymore. You're not going to push a celebrity who you gave a belt to. Not putting on the same level as David Arquette. Believe it or not, I was behind the whole thing with David Arquette. I loved the idea. I don't feel that destroyed the company. I think the company was already going under long before that happened. And I ain't going to put all the blame on another guy, even though I still feel he didn't help much in making it not go the wrong direction. He just helped it along. But we're not going to get into my feel at WCW and the Arquette Russo debacle. But yeah, I called Logan Paul's match right down the middle. I said exactly how it was going to be. I knew how they were going to end it. I mean, he's a big sponsor, and WWE is going to do whatever they can to keep their celebrity happy. And then you got The Rock, who also turned his back on Logan many years ago. All of a sudden, now Logan and him still ain't talking, but yet they're with the same company. Anyhow, predictable. That's an F. I saw the whole match before the match even happened. I saw how it was going to come to an end. Now we come to my first A plus of the night. Bayley deserved the win, deserved the title, deserved retribution, deserved everything about it. I just want the hugger Bayley back. I get people need to move forward, but I want hugger Bayley back. Please, even if it's once, I want to see bubbles. I want to see huggers. Please bring her back. She's not the Bailey she used to be. And now, for the one I called, again, I called this one at the beginning before it even started, how this was going to be and how it went. I don't use the word overly good for anything because it's an oxymoron. How is something good going to be overly good and not be great? No, it was beyond being great. It was beyond being awesome. It was that overly amazing. It's feel good. Odds stacked against him. Great surprises. I knew there was going to be a lot of parts of the match ahead of time. I said that in my predictions there was going to be a lot of surprises. This is the one match where there was. It was the fairy tale ending. It was the ending of the first story. It was what I put as overly good. It's just Cody deserved to go from undesirable to undeniable to being undisputed. No questions asked. Cody is the man. Sorry, Becky. You can be your man. Take care. The man needs to take care of his bitch anyway. Sorry, didn't mean to say it that way. Yeah, I feel that Becky needs to take care of Seth and let Seth get healthy again and get him back to where he needs to be. Then we can have another Cody versus Seth match. And Cody can do the same thing all over again. It's that grandson of a plumber. I was a big Dusty fan growing up. I was a big, big Dusty fan. Even when he joined the NWO, I was already a fan. I had the NWO t-shirts. I was always a big guy into the heels. But the NWO was a different world then, not just three. No, there was something like 50 people in it. I got one of my t-shirts actually from Scott Hall. It was funny. It was a long story where I got the t-shirt from, how I got the t-shirt from him. It was a shirt that was there, and I always said to him I would love to have been part of the NWO. And he took the shirt, said, "Here, you're part of the NWO." A long story. But I had a lot of NWO shirts, especially Wolfpack. I'm a big Kevin Nash fan, always was, even when he was back with Diesel and Oz and everything else. I was always a Scott Hall fan, even when he was the Diamond Stud. Um, Not so much a Hulk Hogan fan, not as much a Ric Flair fan, because I felt there was guys better than both of them out there. I mean, you had Peter Maivia was amazing in the ring. You had guys like Yahoo McDaniels. You had some of the best to ever live. Larry Zbyszko. All of them were better. Mike Rotunda being part of the what was that, the varsity club thing with Rick Steiner. That was awesome. But that's how far back I go into wrestling as a fan. But when it comes down to Cody, that is one. That is a bloodline I can get behind. Call me a Cody crybaby. I dare you.